here. Welcome to Intermediate Guitar Chapter 3. Okay, we're going to continue on with our bar chords. We're going to learn D major bar chord and D minor bar chord today. Okay, now if you haven't checked out the other videos, please check them out. We're going to be doing something similar to our Chapter 1 with our C major chords. It's going to be the same shape, just based off of our 5th fret this time. So let's go ahead and build the D major bar chord. Okay, we're going to be targeting the A string or the 5th string for these chords, but I also want to point out that these you can also play your D major in your D minor on your 10th fret on your low 6th string too, and we'll learn how to swap those out. Okay, so starting off with your index finger on the 5th fret, 5th string, and then we're going to bar with our ring finger, and we're going to get the 7th frets on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. Okay, now couple muting tips here. If you make contact with your index finger, you can mute your low 6th string, and then when you arch out of your bar chord with your ring finger, you can mute your 1st string. That way you can strum away. And that's the D major bar chord. Totally movable chord. So let's say if I scoot it down a fret, I'll be at a D flat major bar chord. And if I take it down to the 3rd fret, there's C major bar chord. Okay. Now, I'm also going to give you some mini versions of these chords, as bar chords can be tricky at first. So let's do D major mini number 1. It's going to be ring finger on the 7th fret, 3rd string, pinkies on the 7th fret, 2nd string, and then index is on the 5th fret, 1st string. And then you can also incorporate your D string, your 4th string in this too if you like. 5th string will actually be cool too, but just try to avoid your low 6th string. So there's your D mini number 1. Okay, now for D mini number 2, I'm going to add my middle finger to the 7th fret 4th string, and I've still got my ring finger 7th fret 3rd string, pinky 7th fret 2nd string, and index is 5th fret 1st string. And there's your D mini number 2. And again, try to avoid your low 6th string when you're strumming this. Okay, let's go ahead and go to a D minor bar chord. Okay, now for your D minor, we're going to basically have a power chord starting this chord. So index finger again, 5th fret, 5th string. Ring finger goes to 7th fret, 4th string. Pinkies on the 7th fret, 3rd string. And then middle finger, 6th fret, 2nd string. And then bar with your index and pick up the 5th fret on the 1st string. And then again, make contact with your low 6th string, and you can mute that string. Strum away. There's your D minor bar chord. Again, totally movable. If I take it up 2 frets, it'd be an E minor. Take it up another fret, that's an F minor. Okay, let's do a couple mini versions for our D minor. For the first one, we're going to have a triad up on top here. So I've got my ring finger on the 7th fret 3rd string, middle's on the 6th fret 2nd string, and then index is on the 5th fret 1st string. And you can incorporate your open D string. A string will sound cool too. Again, just try to avoid your low 6th string. There's your D mini number 1. And then for D mini number 2, I'm going to swap my pinky where my ring was. I'm going to put my ring finger now on the 7th fret 4th string. I've got my pinky on the 7th fret 3rd string. Middle's on the 6th fret 2nd string. And then index is on the 5th fret 1st string. That's D minor mini number 2. Again, just avoid that low 6th string. Okay, I also want to point out the open position chords for both of these. You have your open D major, and that would be your open 4th string, got the index on the 2nd fret 3rd string, rings on the 3rd fret 2nd string, middles on the 2nd fret 1st string, and then your open D minor, you got middle fingers on your 2nd fret 3rd string, ring fingers on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and then index is on the 1st fret 1st string. This chapter's strum pattern is going to feature some 16th notes and quarter notes. When you see a box without a bottom, that's a down strum, and an arrow pointing down is an up strum. Okay, we're going to have quarter notes on beats 1, 3, and 4, and 16th notes on beat 2. For beat 2, you could go down, up for your 16th notes. Okay, here's the pattern without a chord. 1, 2, E, and a 3, 4. 1, 2, E, and a 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll just be doing each of these one time, but I recommend repeat them all 8 to 12 times. Check out some different tempos, slow, medium, and fast. Okay, grab your D major and let's go 4 bars with that pattern. 1, 2, E and a 3, 4. I recommend to incorporate a metronome. I'm going to have my click at 60 beats a minute, and here's the pattern with the click. 1, 2, E and a 3, 4. For number 2, we're going to go 4 bars with the D minor. 1, 2, E and a 3, 4. Here's number 2 a little faster. 1, 2, E and a 3, 4. For number 3, we're going to have an 8-bar progression. We'll go 4 bars of D major into 4 bars of D minor. 1, 2, E and a 3, 4. For number 4, we're going to go 2 bars of D major into 2 bars of D minor. 1, 2, E and a 3, 4. For number 5, we're going to go 1 bar of D major into 1 bar of D minor, and then repeat that again for bars 3 and 4. 1, 2, E and a 3, 4. Okay, for number 6, we're going to start to incorporate some chords from previous chapters, and we're going to be doing some of the other strum chords in open position. So if you don't have your open strum chords, please check out the videos in the beginning series for any of those. And I'll also give you some chord boxes too. Okay, for number 6, we're going to have normal pattern on D major for the first bar, and then we'll do a whole note on bar 2. That's going to be a note that lasts for 4 beats. We'll switch it to A major on bar 3. We'll do a whole note on bar 3, and then we'll go to normal pattern for bar 4. Now for your open A major, you could just do the stack. So open E string, open 4 string, and then index is on the 2nd fret 4 string, middle's on the 2nd fret 3rd string, rings on the 2nd fret 2nd string, and then open 1st string. And if you have your A major bar chord, you can go ahead and incorporate that in there too, and we'll get to the A major chord in the book pretty soon too. Okay, here comes number 6. 1, 2, E and a 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's number 6 a little quicker. 1, 2, E and a 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's take it to number 7. We're going to have D minor, normal pattern for bar 1. On bar 2, we're going to have normal pattern up to beat 2, but then we'll do a half note for beats 3 and 4, and that'll be a note that lasts for 2 beats. We're going to take it to G major, normal pattern for bar 3. And then on bar 4, we're going to have a half note rest for the first 2 beats, and then we'll have 2 quarter notes on beats 3 and 4. And then for G, I'm going to be doing my G major bar chord. And I've got my index finger on the 3rd fret 6th string, ring fingers on the 5th fret 5th string, pinkies on the 5th fret 4th string, middles on the 4th fret 3rd string, and then I'm barring to get the 3rd frets on the first 2 strings with my index. And then there's also open position G2, but I will be doing the bar chord. Okay, here comes number 7. 1, 2, E and a 3, 4. Okay, let's take it to number 8. For number 8, we're going to start off with D major, normal pattern for the first 2 bars. Then we'll take it to E minor. We're going to have normal pattern on bar 3, and then a whole note rest for bar 4. That's just going to be resting for all 4 beats. We'll switch it to E major, normal pattern for bar 5, and then on bar 6, there's going to be a quarter note rest on beat 1, and then we'll resume our pattern on beat 2. And then on the 7th bar, we'll go to G minor, we'll have normal pattern, and then on the last bar, bar 8, we'll have normal pattern all the way up until a quarter note rest on beat 4. Okay, now your E minor, we could just do open position. So I've got my open 6th string, middles on the 2nd fret 5th string, rings on the 2nd fret 4th string, and then open 3 strings. For your E major, just add your index finger to the 1st fret on the 3rd string. So I've got open 6th string, middle 2nd fret 5th string, rings 2nd fret 4th string, and then index is on the 1st fret 3rd string, and then open first 2 strings. For your G minor bar chord, we're going to have our index finger on the 3rd fret 6th string, ring fingers on the 5th fret 5th string, pinkies on the 5th fret 4th string, and then I'm barring to get the 3rd frets on the 3 high strings. And then if some of these bar chords are still too tricky, there's also some mini versions of these chords, so just check out the other lessons for those mini chords too. Okay, here comes number 8. 1, 2, E and a 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the last one, number 9, we're going to have a D minor normal pattern for the first 2 bars, and then we'll switch it to F with normal pattern on bar 3, and then on the last bar, bar 4, we'll have a half note lasting for the first 2 beats, and then 2 quarter notes for beats 3 and 4. Now for your F, we can do just a kind of over in our open position F major chord. So if you go to your ring finger on the 3rd fret 4th string, and then go to your middle finger, 2nd fret 3rd string, and then go to your index finger, 1st fret 2nd string, and then just do a small bar, and you can also pick up the 1st fret on the 1st string. So you could do that for your F. Now if you've got your major bar chord, you can just go ahead and do full F off your 1st fret too. Okay, here comes number 9. 1, 2, E and a 3, 4. Okay, for this chapter scales, we're going to be doing a D major scale and a D minor scale. For both of these, we'll be going up 2 octaves plus a little bit past the root once we get up high. Let's go ahead and learn a D major scale. Okay, now the notes of our D major scale are D, E, F sharp, A, B, C sharp, D. And let's go ahead and target our 4th position. We're going to start off on the note D. This is our 5th fret on the 5th string. We'll go 5 to 7, and I'd recommend an index to ring for that. Okay, on your 4th string, we'll go 4, 5, 7. You can go index, middle to pinky. You can also try out some different options. On your 3rd string, we'll go 4, 6, 7. I'd recommend index, ring to pinky for that. You can also go index, ring, ring. Okay, now come back up to your 5th fret. We'll go 5, 7, 8 on the 2nd string. Okay, now we're just going to climb up the 1st string. We're going to go 5th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, and then we'll get up to our 10th fret. That's our octave right there. So that's your high D, and then we'll go 1 note higher. We're going to take it up to your higher E, and That's your 12th fret on your first string. Okay, now coming back down, we'll go 10th fret, 9th fret, 7th, 5th fret, all first string, 8, 7, 5 on your second string, 7, 6, 4 on your third string, 7, 5, 4 on your fourth string, and then 7, 5 on the fifth string. Okay, let's go ahead and do number 1. This will be all quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now also I recommend use your metronome too. You don't have to use it all the time, but it's good to pop it in there, and also you can make notes and monitor your improvement with the different kind of clicks you're working at. So I'm gonna go ahead and just have an 80 beats a minute click for this, and I'll do quarter notes one more time. 3, 4. Take it to number 2. For number 2, we're going to do 8 notes, and we'll do 2 on each note. We'll count it like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Here we go. 3 and 4 and. I'm doing all down picking for this, but you can also do alternate picking if you like to. I'll probably incorporate that too. Okay, I'm going to do number 1 with a click. 3 and 4 and. Okay, for number 3, we're going to do 8 notes, but this time we'll do just 1 on each note, and I'll just go ahead and do that with the click. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And if that tempo is too fast, just go ahead and slow it down. Okay, let's take it to number 4. Now we're going to do 8 note triplets. We'll do 3 on each note, and we'll count it like this: 1 triplet, 2 triplet. Okay, let's take it to number 4. Now we're going to do 8 note triplets. We'll do 3 on each note, and we'll count it like this: 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay, here we go. 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay, let's go to number 5. For this one, we're going to do 8 note triplets, but just 1 on each note, and I'll do this with the click. I'm going to slow it down to 65. 1, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay, take it to number 6. Now we're going to do 16th notes. We'll do 4 on each note, and we'll count it like 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay, here we go. 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Slow down my click to 60. And then for the last one, number 7, we're going to do 16th notes, just 1 on each note. And I'll do this finger style. 1, 2, 3, E and a, 4, E and a. Okay, I'm going to slow that down just a little bit more to 55. 1, 2, 3, E and a, 4, E and a. Okay, let's take it to D minor. Now for D minor, we're basically going to flat 3 notes to make a D minor scale. We're going to flat the 3rd, the 6th, and the 7th. So now our scale is going to be D, E, F natural, G, A, B flat, C natural to D. Okay, now our D minor scale is going to fall on our, basically our 5th position. So we're going to go 5, 7, 8 on the 5th string. Again, we'll go 5, 7, 8 on the 4th string. Just 5, 7 on your 3rd string. There's our first octave D right there. Let's keep going. We're going to go 5, 6, 8 on the 2nd string. Now on the 1st string, we're going to climb up and we're going to go 5, 6, 8, 10. And then we'll go, that 10th fret is our 2nd octave D. We'll go up again 1 note higher. So we'll take it up to our higher E right there on our 12th fret. And then we'll descend 10, 8, 6, 5. All on the 1st string. On your 2nd string, 8, 6, 5. 3rd string is 7, 5. 4th string is 8, 7, 5. And then 8, 7, 5 on your 5th string. Okay, let's go ahead and try number 1. We'll do quarter notes, 1 on each note. 3, 4. Okay, now since I incorporated the metronome for the D major scales, I'm going to bypass metronome for these D minor scales, but I do recommend also incorporate that in here too. Okay, let's take it to number 2. We'll do 8th notes, 2 on each note. Here we go. 3 and 4 and. For number 3, we'll do 8th notes, 1 on each note. 3 and 4 and. For number 4, we'll do 8th note triplets, 3 on each note. 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay, for number 5, we'll do 8th note triplets, just 1 on each note. 3 triplet, 4 triplet. For number 6, we'll do 16th notes, 4 on each note. 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Number 7, we'll do 16th notes, but this time just 1 on each note. 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay, now what I recommend on every chapter is to jam or improvise with your scales and the chords that align. So let's go ahead and try jamming on some D major chord, and then we'll improvise some D major scale. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and strum some D major. Any tempo, any pattern's fine. minor chord and then trying some D major scale, some improv. 3, 4. Some chord, some scale. Back to some chords. Some more scale. Okay, this chapter study is going to be about swung 16th notes. We talked about swung 8th notes last chapter. For our swung 16th notes, we're going to basically push back the second and fourth note, the E and the So if we have straight 16th notes, they would sound like this. 1 E and Okay, now swung 16th notes will sound like this. 1 E and So if I do 4 beats of just swung 16th notes, 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. A good way to get your swung 16th notes going is to think of a 16th note triplet, 1 triplet, and just omit the middle note of each of those triplets. 1 triplet and triplet. Now if I think of it that way, 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, I'm basically doing my swung 16th notes. 1 E and 2 E and 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet. Okay, let's go ahead and start doing some strumming. For your swung 16th notes, again, I would recommend a down, up, down, up. So for the first one, we're going to just do a G major, all swung 16th notes for 4 bars. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2, 3, 4. Second bar, 2, 3, 4. Third bar, 2, 3, 4. Last bar, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's take it to number 2. For number 2, we're going to start off with all quarter notes on bar 1, and then we'll do all swung 16th notes for bar 2, and then we'll repeat that again for bars 3 and 4. Okay, we're going to be playing a C major. I'm going to be doing my C major bar chord. And for your C major, I've got my index finger on the 3rd fret 5th string, and I'm barring all the way on my 5th frets on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. You can also do your open position C2 if you don't have your bar chord going yet. Okay, here comes number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go ahead and go to number 3. For number 3, we're going to be doing an E major, and we're going to have all swung 16th notes for the first bar, and then we'll have straight 8th notes for bar 2, and then we'll repeat that again for bars 3 and 4. For this one, I'm going to use the metronome. One, 2, 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go ahead and take it to number 4. For number 4, we're going to do an A minor. We'll have 2 half notes for the first bar. Each of those chords will last for 2 beats. We'll do swung 16th notes on bar 2, and then we'll repeat that again for bars 3 and 4. Okay, and your open position A minor, middle fingers on the 2nd fret 4th string, rings on the 2nd fret 3rd string, index on the 1st fret 2nd string, and then you can have all your other open strings in there. Okay, here's number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Here's number 4 a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go to number 5. Grab your A major, and we're going to go all swung 16th notes for bar 1 into a whole note on bar 2, and then we'll repeat that again for bars 3 and 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, E and 4, E and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, for number 6, we're going to do an E minor. We're going to have a dotted half note for the first 3 beats. That's a 3-beat chord. And then on beat 4, we'll have swung 16th notes, and we'll do that for 4 bars. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. E and 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, for number 7, we're going to go to D major. We'll have 2 quarter notes into 2 beats of swung 16th notes, and that'll happen on each bar. Okay, here comes number 7. 1, 2, 3, E and 4, E and. Okay, for number 8, we're going to go to D minor, and we're going to have the first 2 beats of swung 16th notes into 2 beats of straight 8th notes, and we'll do that for 4 bars. Okay, here we go. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and. Okay, for number 9, we're going to have a half note rest on bar 1. This is a C major chord. Half note rest on beats 1 and 2, and then we'll have swung 16th notes on beats 3 and 4. We'll repeat that again for bar 2, and then on bars 3 and 4, we're going to have a half note for the first 2 beats, and then swung 16th notes on beats 3 and 4. Okay, here we go. Here's number 9. 1, 2, 3, E and 4, E and rest, 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 rest. 1, 2. Let's take it to number 10. We're going to have a G major chord, and we're going to do 8th notes on beat 1, swung 16th notes on beat 2, 8th notes on beat 3, and swung 16th notes on beat 4. We'll have a whole note on bar 2, and then we'll repeat that again for bars 3 and 4. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2, E and 3 and 4, E and 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do number 10 a little faster. 1 and 2, E and 3 and 4, E and 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, for number 11, we're going to go to E major. We're going to have a half note starting off for the first 2 beats, then we're going to have a tied half note. So that chord will last from beats 3 and 4 of the first bar into the first 2 beats of bar 2. And then we're going to come in with swung 16th notes on beats 3 and 4 of the second bar. On bar 3, we'll start off with 2 beats of swung 16th notes, and then we'll do another tied half note that'll last over from beat 3 all the way for the first 2 beats of bar 4, and then we'll end with a half note for the last 2 beats of bar 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, for the last one, we're going to do A minor. We're going to have swung 16th notes on beat 1, a quarter note on beat 2, swung 16th notes on beat 3, and a quarter note on beat 4. We'll do that for the first 2 bars. On bar 3, we're going to have a whole note rest. We won't play anything. And on the last bar, bar 4, we'll have swung 16th notes on beat 1 and then a dotted half note. So that chord will last from beat 2 all the way through beat 4. 3-beat chord right there. Okay, here we go. Here's number 12. 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Okay, for the second part of the study, we're going to be doing, again, swung 16th notes, but we're going to be reading tab, and we're going to be basically arpeggiating some of these chords and playing the notes of the chords, but separately, as opposed to strumming them all at the same time. Okay, now for number 1, our rhythm will be swung 16th notes for the first 2 beats and then a half note for beats 3 and 4. And on bar 1, we're going to split this up. We're going to have open 6th string for the first 2 beats and then our 4th fret 6th string for beats 3 and 4 for that half note. On the second bar, we're going to go to our 2nd fret 5th string for the 16th notes, and then we'll do the open 4th string for our half note. On bar 3, we'll go to our 2nd fret 4th string for the first 2 beats, and then our 1st fret 3rd string for the half note. And then on bar 4, we'll have the open 2nd string for the first 2 beats going to the 3rd fret 2nd string for the half note. Okay, here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 4. 4. Now you can also descend these if you like to. Okay, now for number 2, we're going to get inside of an F sharp minor chord. Now the rhythm for this is going to be a quarter note to swung 16th notes on beat 2, and then a quarter note to swung 16th notes on beat 4. And for our notes, for the bar 1, we're going to have our 2nd fret on the low 6th string. We'll go to our open 5th string on bar 2. We'll go to the 4th fret 5th string for bar 3, and then the 4th fret 4th string for bar 4. Okay, here we go. 1, 2 E and a 3, 4 E and a. Okay, for number 3, we're going to get inside of an A7 chord. We're going to have rhythmically 8th notes. These will be straight 8th notes on beats 1 and 2, swung 16th notes on beat 3, and then a quarter note on beat 4. Okay, our notes, we're going to split up bar 1 with the open 5th string for the first 2 beats, and then the 4th fret 5th string for the beats 3 and 4. On bar 2, we'll split these up with our 2nd fret 4th string for the first 2 beats, and then our open 3rd string for the next 2 beats. On bar 3, we'll have our 2nd fret 3rd string for the first 2 beats, and then 2nd fret 2nd string for beats 3 and 4. And on bar 4, we'll split this up with our open 1st string for the first 2 beats, and then our 3rd fret 1st string for the last 2 beats. Okay, here we go. Here's number 3. 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4. Okay, for number 4, we're going to play off of a C minor chord. We're going to start off with the whole note on bar 1, and then we'll have all swung 16th notes on bar 2, and then we'll repeat that rhythm again for bars 3 and 4. Okay, for the first bar, we're going to have our 3rd fret 5th string for the whole note. Now for our swung 16th notes on bar 2, we're going to split this up. For the first 2 beats, we'll hit our 1st fret 4th string, and then we'll hit our open 3rd string for beats 3 and 4. For bar 3, we'll hit our 3rd fret on the 3rd string for that whole note. And on bar 4, we'll split up the first 2 beats with our 1st fret 2nd string into our 4th fret 2nd string for beats 3 and 4. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, for number 5, we're going to play off of a G major 7. Rhythmically, we're going to have swung 16th notes on beat 1, straight 8th notes on beat 2, and then we'll repeat that again for beats 3 and 4. Okay, for bar 1, we're going to split up our notes. For the first 2 beats, we'll have our 3rd fret 6th string. We'll go to our 2nd fret 5th string for the beats 3 and 4. We're going to split up our 2 beats here on bar 2 with open 4 string for the first 2 beats, going to our 4th fret 4 string for beats 3 and 4. For the 3rd bar, we'll split this up with our open 3rd string to our open 2nd string. Each of those gets 2 beats. And then we'll finish it off with splitting up bar 4 with our 3rd fret 2nd string going to our 2nd fret 1st string for the last 2 beats. Okay, here we go. 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a 4 and... Last one, D, we're going to be playing off of a D7 for number 6. Okay, now rhythmically, we're going to have a half note for the first 2 beats going to swung 16th notes on beats 3 and 4. Okay, for the first bar, we're going to split this up. Our half note will be the open 4 string, and then we'll go to our 4th fret on the 4th string for beats 3 and 4. We're going to split up bar 2 with a half note on the 2nd fret 3rd string going to the 1st fret on the 2nd string for beats 3 and 4. On bar 3, we'll have our 3rd fret 2nd string for the half note going to swung 16th notes on our 2nd fret 1st string. And then on the last bar, we'll go to our 5th fret 1st string for the half note, and then we'll go all the way up to our 8th fret for those last 2 beats of swung 16th notes. Okay, here comes number 6. 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you for chapter 4. Take care.